Boy, there's just not a lot to talk about when it comes to Doctor Who, because for all intents and purposes, the franchise is dead. There's old stuff and past shows, which I'm still doing, and I'll get back to that and review those episodes shortly. But speculation and talking about it can be of some interest, and it's a fun thing to do with the fandom of anything, not just Doctor Who. Now, Screen Rant does quite a few articles on it, but one of the worst tends to be this guy named Thomas Bacon. Although there is another article that I intend to do a video on that he recently did that's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Again, another one where he speculates about what could be or what have you. So yeah, this is mostly guesswork, but here he presents it as if there's no way, it has to be this way, logically this is how it will play out. Now, as for the wishes of the current producers of the show with Chibnall and all that, he's probably right. But storytelling wise and narrative, it's terrible. It doesn't fit, it doesn't work, and it's unnecessary. But the premise here is, oh, she must be a past Doctor. She can't be a future Doctor. Her being a future Doctor would actually be a lot better. And it's very simple to make that work without having to just tear up all kinds of stuff that went on before in the past. The Timeless Child is a terrible idea. There is no defending it. Bacon has done articles saying, oh, this makes it work, and it doesn't. You know, So anyway, Dr. Ruth, which was an interesting aspect of it at the time, was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. They're doing, well, of course they're doing it. At least Joe Martin got an episode and some dialogue, unlike the other tokens that Chibnall used for the Timeless Child, just so he can have headlines on that subject. So, and in just those few minutes, people thought, if you're going to have a female doctor, it probably should have been Joe Martin all along. Whoops. It wasn't the intention. But anyway, so Joe Martin was introduced in the Jadoon episode, and they're tracking down, the doctor's wanted for crimes or what have you. And he says the evidence that she's a pre-Hartnell doctor is that she still refers to the TARDIS as her ship, and doesn't know what a sonic screwdriver is and all that sort of stuff. There you go. So, but logic alone, Ruth is indeed a past forgotten doctor. And apparently, people on Chibnall's team do refer to her as so it's kind of like John Hurt's doctor was the war doctor. So Joe Martin is forgotten doctor. I always called her Dr. Ruth because that's the name she was going under before she opened her chameleon arc to get her memories back. There's also she had a husband. I'm assuming was a companion who was there to be sort of the watchdog over her until they're trying to protect her from discovery. Boy, and then he gets killed, and nobody cares. I mean, oh well. Now the whole thing about Timeless Child is memory erasure. So yeah. Oh no, you got your memory erased. Well, that's the thing you could utilize to explain why Joe Martin's doctor doesn't remember Jodie. It's not that she lived at a time before Jodie happened, but there can be memory erasure going on. You got to develop a story in between before she's introduced as the future doctor that could explain all that. But that's how simple it is. There's been other elements of the Doctor's memory being tampered with. I mean, the Eighth Doctor, he didn't remember for a while. He was damaged during the regeneration. And so there you go. It could be something as simple as that. And then eventually she recovers it and realizes who she was and all that sort of stuff. That things are jumbled and jangled. The Timeless Child could be something that ends into it's another story. It's not what it's presented, but the fact that they put it there at the cap of the 12th season, I don't think they're going to come in. There's fan theories about, it could be revealed that the Master was actually the Timeless Child. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of a Timeless Child being the origin of the regeneration and all that, because that's not what was told before. And the idea that someone as brilliant as the doctor, who would understand that the science and physiology and what have you of regeneration, never catches on to it doesn't work. And too much has been said about Rassilon and Omega and all those people, and to come in this late and then shoehorn it in, it's just sloppy and lazy. And it's not done for clever storytelling at all. It's done for virtue signaling, and that was it. So as for Joe Martin, the idea of a doctor meeting their future incarnation, whereas we've seen doctors meet past incarnations, but to already have it mapped out where you've got the idea of who's going to be your next doctor with your current one, is something I thought would have been a cool idea to do a long time ago. Now, scheduling and whatnot could be a bump in the road trying to get there and have it mapped out, but that could have been the case here. But apparently, it really isn't. Joe Martin herself said she's not a future doctor. She's not, but maybe she doesn't know yet. But it says that, yeah, she insisted in Doctor Who magazine that she didn't. And according to Doctor Who magazine, the production staff referred to her as Forgotten Doctor. So if she's a forgotten doctor, then she's a doctor that's already existed. So that's how they weave that. But it's terrible. It's really bad. Because then finally you've got the TARDIS itself. It looks like a police box. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, he says, oh, that'll have to be ironed out. Oh, will it? Yeah, it will. So, and all they'll do is throw in some dialogue about it becoming a police box is like its favorite shape or some crap like that. And it's done it before. And then the doctor gets her mind wiped, regenerates into Hartnell, and doesn't remember that happening. Oh, boy. It's just, and so then the TARDIS does it again, and he doesn't remember it having done that. That's so lazy and stupid and serves no purpose whatsoever. And so, yeah, the idea that she would be Jodie's successor is much better. And although I'm kind of burned out on the whole female doctor thing because you've done such a terrible job of it, I was open to the idea, but not anymore. And certainly not this current crop of people in charge of the show. They missed opportunity after opportunity, and so they don't know what they're doing. And they would have just been better off just stay in the course, It's so, but they are where they are, and you could do that. Now, it would be interesting to explore why is she the way she is? What happened? Did the regeneration that happens, whatever happens to Jodie's doctor, leaves her in that state where she doesn't quite remember? And she has memories of her past self. She's more closer to Hartnell's memories than she is to Whittaker's and that sort of thing because she's lost a lot and is a bit confused. But she's also a bit more aggressive. She had a weapon and all this sort of stuff. And the TARDIS itself could be damaged in that it resets and it's got that control room that she has that's reminiscent of the original. It's quite different here and there, but it harkens back to it. And it's much better than the piece of crap control room that Jodie has. So that would be quite the improvement on if Jodie's TARDIS, even if before Joe Martin comes in, you could have that. But that would have to include someone willing to undo the stupid Timeless Child crap, which is just utterly awful and disrespectful to a show that's damn near 60 years old. It's just a dumb idea to do, and it's not a clever mystery of, wow, I didn't see that coming. I wonder where this goes. And no, especially like I said, it would just be a line or two here and there. And then, another show that's really about climate change, but it'll have some dialects in it or something. It's just, bland, boring crap. because none of this is done for the exploration for sci-fi concepts or anything like that. So, but the interesting aspects of time travel and whatnot and running into future stuff, that would be kind of a cool thing to do. But yeah, they're not going to do it. So yeah, they'll try to shoehorn it in. It won't fit. It won't work. It'll be crap and stupid, but Thomas Bacon will come in and write a story about how it's great and wonderful. So, must be a past doctor. There's no way out of it. And yet her being a past doctor is the least sensible outcome, which means, yes, he is correct. They will pursue that one rather than her being a future doctor. And let's say Joe Martin is like, she's not interested in committing to that, or, you know, she's like, oh man, I'm just not, 3 years maybe of playing Doctor Who. I don't know. Just do a season, do a few specials, and then she regenerates and you get a new doctor, for the purpose of at least crafting some sort of cohesive narrative for once. Boy, what a mess. All right. Well, so yeah, I agree and disagree. I think the showrunner, Chibnall, will, reveal that she's a past doctor. Probably the dumb idea that she's somewhere between Troughton and Pertwee, but that doesn't work because she doesn't remember the sonic screwdriver. So then I guess they'll have to throw it in that she forgot it. Which, oh God. Cheap, lazy work and really terrible. And if that's all you're going to do, it shouldn't have been done at all in the first place. But too late, huh? Yeah. So, yeah, there you go.
All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores and have plenty of goodies for you. Hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.